There's a version of your life running in the background right now. You didn't choose it. You can't turn it off. The job you didn't take, the person you didn't call back, the thing you should have said 3 years ago that you're still, somehow, finishing in your head. Regret doesn't ask permission. It just arrives, usually at the worst possible moment, and it brings a version of you that made a different choice. Here's the strange part. That other version of you doesn't exist. It never did, and yet your brain treats it like a real person, someone you're constantly comparing yourself to, someone who always seems to be doing a little better than you are. Why would your mind build an entire imaginary rival just to make you feel worse? Psychologist Daniel Kahneman, working alongside Amos Tversky, uncovered something in the late 1970s that changed how we understand this feeling entirely. Their research on decision-making found that humans don't evaluate outcomes in isolation. We evaluate them against alternatives, real or imagined. They called this counterfactual thinking, and it turns out your brain is almost compulsively good at it, which means regret was never really about the choice you made. It's about the story you built around the choice you didn't. Here's where it gets interesting. Kahneman and Tversky found something almost cruelly specific. Regret intensifies the closer you were to a different outcome. Missing your flight by 3 hours barely registers. Missing it by 3 minutes can ruin your whole week. The math of the loss stays exactly the same, only the nearness changes. And nearness, it turns out, is what your brain actually measures. This is sometimes called the near-miss effect, and it shows up everywhere, from slot machines to sports to the person who left 5 minutes before you would have run into them. Your brain isn't calculating how bad something is. It's calculating how easily it could have gone differently. So why would evolution wire you to obsess over almost? Some researchers studying regret suggest an answer rooted in learning. A regret that stings is a regret your brain refuses to file away quietly. It keeps the door open, deliberately, so you'll examine exactly what went wrong and adjust before the next decision. Painful, yes, but also, in theory, useful. Regret, under this view, isn't punishment. It's a rehearsal for a decision you haven't made yet. That reframes the entire feeling. You always assumed regret was about the past. It might actually be a tool aimed squarely at your future. But here's the part that should genuinely stop you. For decades, psychologists assumed regret was mostly about the things we did. The mistake, the bad call, the wrong turn. Then, in a study that's been replicated across cultures and decades, researcher Thomas Gilovich and his colleagues found something almost backwards. When people looked back over their entire lives and asked what they regretted most, it wasn't their actions, it was their inaction. People rarely agonize for decades over a business that failed. They agonize over the business they never started. Read that again, because it inverts almost everything you assumed about regret. Actions fade, even bad ones. Your brain finds ways to justify them, rationalize them, fold them into your identity as lessons learned. But an action you never took has no ending. There's no data to close the file. The door stays open forever because you never walked through it to see what was on the other side. An unfinished chapter doesn't get filed away. It gets replayed, on a loop, indefinitely. Which means the joke you never told, the apology you never gave, the person you never called isn't haunting you because it was catastrophic. It's haunting you because it never got to end. Here's a question worth sitting with. If your brain punishes inaction more than it punishes failure, why do so many of us keep choosing the safety of doing nothing? Because in the moment, inaction feels reversible. It feels like keeping your options open. But your nervous system, according to this research, doesn't actually experience it that way. It experiences an unmade choice as an open wound that time alone cannot close. So the version of you living in the background isn't punishing you for the mistakes you made. It's the version of you who never got to try, quietly waiting for a chapter that was never allowed to end. There's a strange kind of relief hiding in that idea, if you let it land. The regret you carry probably isn't proof that you failed. It might be proof of exactly the opposite. Proof of the one door in your life you never got brave enough to open. Still standing there, patiently, waiting. So the next time regret shows up uninvited, you don't have to fight it, and you don't have to drown in it either. You can ask it one simple question. Are you here because of something I did, or because of something I never let myself try? If it's the first, you can finally let the chapter close. If it's the second, that's not a memory anymore. That's an invitation, arriving late, but arriving. You are not haunted by your past. You are haunted by a future you never gave yourself permission to attempt.